I'm not afraid of anything in this world. There's nothing you can throw at me that I haven't already heard. I'm just trying to find a decent melody, a song that I can sing in my own company. Never thought you were a fool, but darling, look at you. Gotta stand up straight, carry your own weight. This isn't going nowhere, baby. You got to get yourself together. You've been stuck in a moment and you can't get out of it. Don't say that later will be better. Now you're stuck in a moment and you can't get out of it. I will not forsake the colors that you bring. The night you filled with fireworks and left you with nothing. I'm still enchanted by the light you brought me. I still listen through your ears, through your eyes I can see. And you are such a fool to worry like you do. I know it's tough, you can never get enough. What you really need now, baby, you got to get yourself together. You've been stuck in a moment and you can't get out of it. Oh love, look at you now. You've been stuck in a moment and you can't get out of it. I was unconscious, half asleep, but what I was wrong till you discovered how deep. I wasn't jumping, for me it was a fall. It's a long way down to nothing. You got to get yourself together. You've been stuck in a moment and you can't get out of it. Don't say that later is better. Now you're stuck in a moment and you can't get out of it. And if the night runs over, and if the day won't last, and if our wish shall falter along the stony paths, and if the night runs over, and if the day won't last, and if our way should falter along the stony path, it's just a moment, it's just a moment, this too shall pass. Hey, what's up YouTubers, Lee John Blackmore here at Super Easy Guitar. So this week, Stuck in a Moment by U2. I recently stumbled on an interview of The Edge and he talked about this acoustic album they just recorded. And so I thought I'd give it a listen because, you know, over the years U2 have written some great songs. And it's a great album. It's full of acoustic hits and I hadn't really paid much attention to the song before, but to hear it acoustically, I thought, wow, that's such a beautiful song. And I think it was written about Michael Hutchence from In Excess. So I kind of worked it out from just watching the Late Show version on YouTube. And yeah, it's a lovely song. The only thing that makes it difficult if you're a beginner is it's in open E tuning, but I'll explain how to do that, and it's actually really easy. You just need a guitar tuner, okay, and you'll be away. Let's zoom in and have a closer look. Alright, so let's start with the tuning. Now, the only strings you need to tune are the A string, the D string, and the G string. So, E is completely normal, and the A string you want to tune one higher to B. Okay, so you could put your finger down there as a reference. So that's the 7th fret on the, and you want them to sound the same, okay? Then what you're going to do, you can do the same once that's tuned to B. Okay, check on your guitar tuner. And then 5th fret on the A string. That should give you an E note. The same as the bottom E. So far, E, B, E. And if you know your triads, your notes, you know this is going to be G sharp, okay? So you can go to the 4th fret on the D string, and you get your reference there. So when you play this chord now, all the strings open, that's E. F, F sharp, G. So I'm just barring across the whole lot, right? Now, if you want to sing and play this, you can put a capo on. You don't need to do it in the same key as what I was doing. And I've just kept the same key that's on the original record, okay? So, here are the chords. Now, you know, we could argue about chord names and this, that, and the other. I'm just going to show you through the positions, okay? So I'm not going to go through all the chord names. So the first one is just... Now, it's, you know, sometimes the edge hits the top E, sometimes he hits the G or the B or the D. It doesn't really matter, okay? So the first chord is just E. And then we're just playing the 4th fret on the bottom E, so, or, and then, okay, which is going to be A, okay? We can work those out. So what we could say G sharp over E, and then A, and then back to G sharp over A. I'll play it like this. B, 7th fret. Now, this chord here, I've got my 2nd finger on the A string on the 2nd fret, and my 3rd finger on the B string, the 2nd fret. And back to A and E. So that's your verse there. Now if you're worried about the strumming, don't be. Just start off with downstrokes and try and get a nice feel for it, because I'm making it up as I'm going along. You could do all downstrokes. Sorry. Okay. So that's the verse. Pre-chorus, we're going to come to this chord here. We're going to call it C sharp, okay? And then A. So, never thought you were a fool. And then it goes to F sharp. But darling, look at you. Alright, so that's C sharp, A, F sharp. I haven't got any other fingers on. Back to A. And then C sharp. Stand up straight, carry your own weight, and then it finishes nowhere baby, and that's B up on the 7th fret. Okay, so that's the pre-chorus. Now we've got the chorus. You got to get yourself together. You've been stuck in a moment. Now you can't get out. It's exactly the same as the verse. Okay? It's just the lyrics change over the top of it. So, don't say that later will be better. Now the second time round, now you're stuck in a moment. Okay? So this C, what people call online C diminished. You can see, I think that's what the edge is doing. So second finger, second fret on the A. First finger, first fret on the B. And third finger, second fret on the top E. And then that just goes to that C sharp. So, and then. So when you're playing the chorus, the first round is just normal, like the verse. The second round, so we're going to call that diminished C sharp, and then A, E, just like the rest of it. The only other section is the bridge, or the middle A, whatever you want to call it. I was unconscious, half asleep. The water was warm until you discovered how deep. So that's just F sharp. Okay, A, and then E. And all I'm doing like what we'd normally call an E7 chord. And you'll see me do that after the first chorus as well, before I go to the second verse. I can't quite remember what the edge was doing rhythm-wise, but they were certainly the chords he was playing, okay? So, the bridge. F sharp, A, and E. And then you can do your, which kind of reminds me of the Rolling Stones. Same again. F sharp, A. This time, second time round, all the way up to D. Do that Rolling Stones thing again, like you're playing the 7, and then down to B. Okay. That's the bridge, and then you're into you got to get yourself to, without the mistake, obviously. And you probably noticed throughout this I was reading the lyrics because it's very wordy and I don't know the song that well. Certainly to memorize all those chords in all those lyrics in half an hour. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Please don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you'd like to receive my weekly updates. And please remember, as always, I don't get paid for these lessons due to copyright. That's what happens when I do covers, unfortunately. But I have set up a PayPal donation button over on my website, and you can, if you have any loose change, you could donate over there. Some of you do donate on a regular basis, and I really appreciate it. And I probably wouldn't continue to do these lessons without you, so thank you so much. You can also find some merchandise on my website. I'll make a small percentage from that, not much really, but you get a cool t-shirt, right? So check it out. Any requests, hit me up over on Instagram or just send me a message. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'll see you again the same time next week. Enjoy.